When you live in a highly corrupt society, we get away with a lot.
Every week there would be one event where we would feel like कि नहीं यार बंद कर देते हैं, इतना सब स्ट्रेस क्यों पाते हैं?
High levels of suicide among veterinary doctors in the world.
When I say bestiality, it's like a human raping an animal. It's a kind of statement that police gives, लेकिन यहाँ तो इंसानों के साथ भी जस्टिस नहीं होता है, तो जानवरों का क्या होगा?
The way we treat our animals
shows what kind of society
reflects how we are as a society.
Welcome to the Happy Podcast, the ultimate destination for all things that make pets and their humans happy. I'm your host Sonali Bendre, and this is IC Behel. And on this show, we will talk about everything that contributes to the joyous coexistence of pets and their beloved humans. Today, we are talking about an incredibly important and often urgent topic: animal welfare and protection. Animals, whether domesticated or wild, deserve to live free from abuse, neglect, and exploitation. In this episode, we'll discuss the various aspects of animal welfare, the laws in place to protect animals, and what we as individuals can do to advocate for and ensure their safety. Joining us today are two very special people, Anjali Gopalan and Dr. Yash Savla. Welcome to the show. Anjali Gopalan is a Nobel Peace Prize nominee in recognition of her work through NAS Foundation Trust, where she is the executive director. Anjali's work as an activist goes beyond human welfare. She established the sanctuary All Creatures Great and Small, ACGS, in Silakhari, Haryana. ACGS is dedicated to providing a nurturing and compassionate home for old, sick, abandoned, and lonely animals. We're going to talk a lot more about some more initiatives that you have. I think you've opened another home in Noida also. Would love to know more about it. But very importantly, Anjali serves on the Animal Welfare Board of India. We in movies know a lot about Animal Welfare Board. That's the board that gives us the certification in movies when we are dealing with animals. I think we'll get it for our podcast also, right?
You will.
Now that Anjali is here, we get the certificate for our podcast also. No animals were harmed during the making of this podcast.
And I can actually vouch for that.
Animal Welfare Board of India is a statutory advisory board advising the Government of India's Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So there's a lot more work that animal welfare does than just
Dogs.
Yeah, no, and also the pets and the When we talk about ministry work, that means
we're looking at laws, we're looking at various, we have to put out all kinds of advisories.
Right.
When a disaster happens, responding to that, those kind of things.
Yeah, but like when we look at the Ministry of Fisheries and Husbandry.
So it's under the Ministry of Husbandry. So it used to be under Environment. It's now been moved to Husbandry.
Does that make a difference now that it's been moved?
Well, I think there is a little bit of a clash in the understanding of issues, because when we're looking at welfare and then we're looking at husbandry, I think there's a conflict of interest.
Okay, I want to know more about that. But before we go into this very interesting topic, let me introduce you to Dr. Yash Savla. He's the co-founder and head vet of Super Pets, a veterinarian multi-speciality, which, in our city or in our country is a little rare, because you look for an MRI or an ultrasound, and there were times when you have to really wait for days to get an appointment, and you get the appointment as a leftover kind of a living being, which is when everybody is done, the last appointment, so that we can sanitize the machine after that. And, it's just so sad. And you're just taking your pet and going, and you just don't find anything. So, multi-speciality hospitals for animals is such a must, and thank God for that. He's an anesthesiologist and a laparoscopic surgeon with a vision to provide better medical facilities for animals, which we need. So before we start the episode, I have to introduce another special guest today, and that is Crypto, who is on Dr. Savla's lap. And IC and Crypto haven't really become friends yet, but we are hoping that by the end of the episode, they kind of become friends. Yeah? He's falling asleep. That's a good thing. So Anjali, I want to start with you. How do culture, beliefs, some stereotypes, how does it affect how the communities behave with animals?
It's such a mixed bag, right? So on the one hand, you have people who love animals, and there are others who are really petrified. I won't say hate, because this divide between hate and love is really getting us nowhere.
Yeah.
But I think beliefs do play a huge role.
How do they play
For example, slaughter.
Yeah.
The way slaughter happens, right? The belief that only certain communities slaughter, which is wrong.
Yeah.
We've had goats that have been rescued from a temple as far as Chandigarh and brought to Delhi.
Right.
Right? The way slaughter is done. There are rules which have to be followed. So I just feel that, yes, there are certain things we can't change, much as we'd like to, but we must follow those rules.
Okay.
For example, when you slaughter, you're only allowed to slaughter in slaughterhouses.
Okay.
You can't slaughter in your gully and in your house, and that's just not done.
Right.
So it has to follow a certain rule. Also, there are rules which says that you should not slaughter an animal in front of another one. Clearly, that is not followed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the fear that is created. In our country, we don't follow any rules around stunning. Like in the West, what they do is they stun the animal first and then kill it. It doesn't happen like that. So the way we transport, the way we slaughter, the way we raise animals, all of this is what is impacting the life of that animal. So in the ideal world, someone like me would like to not see slaughter happen at all. But clearly, I don't expect that to happen.
Right.
So for me, the next best thing would be that whatever we follow so that we do not create more anxiety for the animal.
Okay. So how do you, what would you say that, okay, you understand that slaughter can happen, part of it, but how humane can you be when...
We have to. How humane can we be? For example, the ways in which we transport the animals. If you see how goats and cows and buffaloes now, not cows so much, but the way goats and buffaloes get transported, it's scary. You would just break down. You would collapse if you saw the way it's done. Sometimes when I think about it, I lose sleep. So therefore, I think we really need to ensure that the rules are in place.
So what are the rules?
So the rules are that there are only a certain number of animals that can be transported in a truck of a certain size.
Okay.
So even, for example, when you transport animals like camels, there is a certain space that has to be allotted to them. The way elephants are transported, it's awful. The problem is that the rules are there, and like most things in our country, implementation is the issue. When you live in a highly corrupt society, we get away with a lot.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening. And animals obviously are at the bottom end of the totem pole, right? They don't count.
Matlab, what you want to say is, जहाँ animals की बारी आती है, you said bottom end of the pole. तो perception जो है community में, society में, वो ये है कि वो bottom end of the
बिल्कुल, कि we are not thinking, हम ये नहीं सोच रहे कि उनकी feelings हैं, fear है, दर्द है, गुस्सा आता है. All these feelings we are not attributing to animals, right? But animals have all of that. And the 5 freedoms that animals should have, like the freedom to have a safe life, freedom to live a life without fear, freedom to ensure that they get food and water. So there are many things, there are these 5 freedoms that are listed for animals. But clearly वो होता नहीं है. क्योंकि हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं कि जानवर है, we treat it like a janwar. And by the way, Gandhi ji had said something very interesting.
Which way?
He said, the way we treat our animals
shows what kind of society
reflects how we are as a society.
Right.
And if you think about it, I also work a lot with women and children.
Right.
So मैं अक्सर सोचती हूँ कि जिस तरीके से हम अपनी औरतें और बच्चों को ट्रीट करते हैं ना, वैसे ही हम अपने जानवरों को ट्रीट करते हैं. मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई फ़र्क है. Whether it is the violence, whether it is the rape, whether it is all of that happens. And we will talk about laws, because this to me is something I am so upset about right now. The laws around rape. First of all, I also work a lot with the LGBTQI community. there are
But one second, before we go to the law, while we are on how it impacts the society and community, I want to go to the doctor, because Dr. Yash, what I want to know is that, like she said, कि हम कहते हैं कि ये जानवर है. पेट अगर हम घर भी लाते भी हैं तो जैसे जो प्यार करते हैं वो बच्चों की तरह रखते हैं उनको, लेकिन जैसे अंजलि ने कहा कि हम बच्चों को भी तो किस तरह से ट्रीट करते हैं कई बार इस कम्युनिटी में. तो आपके पास एज अ डॉक्टर जब एक जानवर आता है, कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड इफ दैट एनिमल हैज बीन ट्रीटेड वेल एट होम, नॉट ट्रीटेड वेल? हाउ डू यू आइडेंटिफाई दैट?
A lot of times, see, first thing that we need to understand that जब आपके पास पेट आता है, हम बच्चों की तरह रखना चाहते हैं, बट देन डू नॉट ट्रीट इट लाइक अ ह्यूमन चाइल्ड.
Okay.
If it is a dog, keep it as a dog. They have their own requirements. Like you cannot be feeding them human food and saying कि अरे हम बहुत ध्यान देते हैं and all that. So there are certain things that has to be followed since their puppyhood or kittenhood. जैसे ट्रेनिंग हो गया, उनको समझाना कि राइट क्या है, रॉन्ग क्या है, द राइट काइंड ऑफ डाइट दैट नीड्स टू बी गिवन. उनको जो एक्टिविटी लेवल्स होते हैं वो भी उनको टेक केयर करो, उनको बाहर लेके जाओ, सोशलाइज
जैसे हम बच्चों को करेंगे स्कूल भेजो, वैसे ही
सो द सेम वे जैसे ट्रेनिंग हो गया वैसे ही वो स्कूलिंग जैसा हो गया है. तो समटाइम्स पीपल थिंक कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा केयर कर रहे हैं, बट इन डूइंग सो दे टर्न आउट टू बी एग्रेसिव बिकॉज वो बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसे डिफेंसिव हो जाते हैं. सो देर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट पीपल आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट एंड दे आर रादर इल इन्फॉर्म्ड about a lot of
But
things.
doctor, what happens when an animal comes to you, और अगर उसको एनिमल को अगर अब्यूज़ किया जा रहा है? क्योंकि कई बार जिस तरह से हमने अभी जो बात की, सोसाइटी में कई बार हम ये समझते भी नहीं है कि हम अब्यूज़ कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि ये तो जानवर है और क्या करें.
As she said, you know, even they have feelings. You need to consider everything, all those aspects. So we do get cases like just 10 days back we got a case of bestiality. When I say bestiality, it's like a human raping an animal. Okay, so we got a cat who had a case of bestiality. So uska rectum, the anus part, it got prolapsed out and then we had to do a surgery and all that. So all these things
इसके अगेंस्ट कुछ लॉज हैं?
laws है, but then again, you know, corrupt country, there are always ways out of it. एंड जैसे मतलब हम लोग के एंड से भी कुछ भी होता है, हम पुलिस केस भी करेंगे एंड ऑल दैट, बट देन दे ऑलवेज एस्केप आउट. द लॉज आर नॉट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. मतलब जैसा अगर ह्यूमन रेप के जैसे लॉज होंगे ना, अगर वैसे ही एनिमल्स को लेके लॉज बना देंगे तो यू नो देन थिंग्स माइट चेंज. बट यही है कि हल्के में लेना कि एनिमल है ना, क्या है. एंड द स्टेटमेंट, द काइंड ऑफ स्टेटमेंट दैट पुलिस गिव्स, लेकिन यहाँ तो इंसानों के साथ भी जस्टिस नहीं होता है तो जानवरों का क्या होगा. इट्स नॉट दैट. मतलब यू शुड ट्रीट एवरीबडी इक्वल. सो देन अनलेस एंड अंटिल देयर इज नो कंपैशन विच शुड कम राइट फ्रॉम यू आर अ चाइल्ड.
आई थिंक ऑल्सो कई बार ये जो बातें हैं ये हम बात भी नहीं करते हैं, इसका अवेयरनेस भी नहीं है कि ये होता है और ये हो सकता है. अगर मुझे पता चले कि ये हो रहा है और अब्यूज़ हो रहा है तो मेरे पास क्या लॉ है, मेरे पास what is the law that I can use? What can I do legally?
Very little. It's really interesting because I have fought against Section 377 all my life and got the law changed.
Absolutely, yes, and congratulations on that.
Thank
Fantastic.
you. Except that I am today asking, you see what happened was we had asked for a reading down of Section 377 to exclude two consenting adults of the same sex from being in a relationship. But that same law, Section 377, also looked at animal sexual abuse. But now, under the new laws which have come into existence from July 1st,
Yes, very recently.
377 has been taken off the statutes. So that one law that we had to be able to prosecute sexual abuse of animals has been taken away.
तो उसके बदले में क्या आया है?
कुछ नहीं. So we need to go back and see what we can do with the courts and all of it. But it's a long process. I know as someone who has fought this case forever that even if we go back, we don't know how long it will take. And in the meanwhile, what happens? So there are huge...
So I think ये जो बात आज कही है आपने कि 377 निकाला गया है. सो एट दिस पॉइंट हमारे जो जानवर हैं उनके अगेंस्ट अगर अब्यूज़ हो रहा होगा, बेस्टियलिटी काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, तो इस वक्त हमारे कंट्री में ऐसा कोई लॉ नहीं है दैट कैन हेल्प द एनिमल्स.
No.
So that is something we all need to talk about and raise the awareness and
actually work towards creating or ensuring that we have, even if we don't get Section 377 back, that we ensure that we have a law which protects animals from sexual abuse. Because here we are not talking just about dogs
yeah,
or cats.
cat.
But it is really common, and this is something we don't talk about as a culture. So when you're talking about cultural,
That's the reason,
what's happening with culture, and they'll say, "Arey, ye to, in slums," and no, it's across the board. It's so common to hear abuse of cows, of donkeys, of goats, of hens, horses. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, and you just wonder what world are we living in? But that's the reality. So I think those of us who really want to see animals protected, just as I think children need to be protected and women need to be protected and men need to be protected against rape, we really need to come together and put a lot of pressure on the authorities to ensure that we get this kind of a law in place.
My God,
Yeah, it's really bad.
it is. This has shocked me.
It is a bit upsetting.
I had not thought that this was possible. I mean, अब थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर सुनते हैं, लेकिन ये बिल्कुल मतलब इसके बारे में बातें ही नहीं की जाती है, तो इसका अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है. एंड आई थिंक कोई भी अगर चेंज चाहिए आपको लाइफ में, तो पहले तो अवेयरनेस होना ज़रूरी है.
Yes, it is heartbreaking because even when I talk about my college life, when we are in 3rd year, 4th year, we have this subject called as livestock production technology.
Okay.
In that, we are taken to the
Livestock production
Yeah.
technology.
So they teach about how the breeding policies should be, how the slaughtering should be done, and so everything on paper sounds very good, but then we are taken for practicals in Deona Abattoir, and nothing is followed. Nothing at all. The animals are slaughtered in front of each other.
It's
Even the
horrible.
pregnant, which are not supposed to be slaughtered, they are getting slaughtered. Everything in books looks very good. You think that everything is followed, and what? No, it's not a good scenario.
क्या
Like
कर
I
सकते हैं इसके
couldn't,
बारे
I couldn't step inside that place. I was just there for like 10 seconds. I walked out. I cannot stand over there.
हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसके बारे में?
The things have to be changed at grassroots level by the authorities first. Like you can shout as much as possible, but if the authorities are not changing it, then nothing is gonna happen. You can do whatever you can do at your individual level, but
I
if
think
you
we
look at
need
a bigger
strong
picture,
laws.
yeah.
Not only do we need strong laws, we also need implementation of
Yeah,
the laws.
people implementing.
One is, and therefore working with communities becomes very important.
तो जैसे आपका अभी हरियाणा में आपका जो सेटअप है, आपने नोएडा में खोला हुआ है.
हमने नहीं खोला है नोएडा में. नोएडा में है गवर्नमेंट. इट्स वन ऑफ द फ्यू शेल्टर्स which are run by the government.
Okay.
So it is the Noida Authority ka shelter,
Achha.
and we've got the contract. Every 2 years they put out a RFP, and they. So last time we got it, and we're running it right now.
Okay.
It's one of the few government shelters. There are no government shelters in this country. And it's meant for all kinds of animals from Noida and Greater Noida. So they come to us in states of crisis.
वहाँ कितने एनिमल्स हैं?
अभी 1800 से कुछ ऊपर animals are there, all kinds of animals, right?
No, but like जैसे ये शेल्टर्स हैं, वन ऑफ द फ्यू गवर्नमेंट का है, लेकिन आपका भी है, तो ये जो शेल्टर्स हैं, अगर और ऐसे शेल्टर्स खोले जाएं, will that help with sensitizing the communities?
I think one has to be careful about shelters because it can very easily turn into a pound.
Yes.
It becomes a dumping ground.
Dumping ground, yes.
Right? And shelter mate, I know as someone who's running a shelter, if you want to do quality care, it is ridiculously expensive. Just the food, the medicines, the level of care, ensuring that they are kept safe. There are so many issues. So unless we really think this through and have systems in place which will ensure that animals are not mistreated in shelters, because I can see aap shelters kholiye, people will come and dump animals.
And 24 hours. It will be
24 hours. It will be full. And then every resident welfare association in this country भाई remove the dogs from our colony.
लेकिन हर कॉलोनी में शेल्टर क्यों नहीं हो सकता?
Achha, but the problem is this. These are community dogs. We're not talking about pet dogs, right?
Correct,
We're talking
absolutely.
about community dogs who are used to live in a way where they're
That
open
area.
and, in that area. Now, you can do a lot to ensure if you feed them well in feeding points. AWBI has put out a lot of guidance around this, very good guidance.
Okay.
If you do all of that, then a lot of those issues, and people have genuine problems. Some dogs will bite.
Yeah.
So then we have to do something about that. The problem is, then every dog gets called a biting dog and then they want that dog out.
So when we talk about the legal framework, तो societies में क्या होना चाहिए? Legal framework क्या है और क्या होना चाहिए?
देखिए, again, this is dependent on the state. For example, recently the Delhi High Court put out a ruling that there should be animal welfare committees which should comprise of RWA, animal feeders. They
So you think
take
एक
care of
size हो
issues.
अगर society की तो उनका mandatory कर देना चाहिए कि उनमें उस society
वो
में animal welfare society होना
कमेटी
चाहिए?
होनी चाहिए. So that then they decide feeding points कहाँ
Yeah.
होनी चाहिए. अगर कुत्ते whatever dog issues
उनको
there are,
आप
they will
sterilize, neuter करो, spay करो.
वो सब. Because of course there is this other issue which we have to acknowledge. बूढ़े लोग होते हैं, बच्चे होते हैं, बच्चे भागते हैं, कुत्ते उनके पीछे. all these things
वो लग रहा है
happen.
खेल रहे हैं.
हाँ. और हिंदुस्तान में रेबीज की बड़ी इशू.
Right.
We are one of the countries, we have an estimated 20,000 deaths from rabies. Now,
तो हमें अगर एक कुत्ता काटता है तो रेबीज होगा ही अगर वो वैक्सीनेटेड नहीं है तो
डॉक्टर साहब
see.
बोलेंगे बट
When we talk about vaccination for rabies, you need to understand that when we vaccinate our dogs with rabies, we are ensuring that they are safe from rabies, and after that we are safe from rabies.
राइट
Okay, so when these dogs, when they are vaccinated against rabies, so if any unknown dog bites our dog or any dog that has been vaccinated, that has the antibodies to fight. And later on, according to the WHO guidelines, you need to do post-bite anti-rabies protocols.
राइट
फॉर दैट
which is can you explain the anti-rabies protocol for when a dog bites?
In general, when I'll say, so if a dog has been vaccinated for rabies, okay, so the post-bite protocol says that you have to give anti-rabies on 0th day, 3rd day and 7th day. If the dog is not got any anti-rabies vaccine ever, or if it is more than a year that the anti-rabies
Right.
vaccine is done, then your post-bite protocol has 5 vaccines. It is 0, 3, 7, 14 and 28.
Oh.
That is the number of vaccination you should do. And this is not over-vaccinating. This is to safeguard
The
their
dogs
dog
as well as the
and as
human.
well as us.
Right.
But one of the things we really need to understand is that rabies vaccines have to be maintained in a cold chain.
Yes.
Now, if you break that cold chain, you lose the efficacy of the
Of the
vaccine.
vaccine.
ये बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. So sometimes you'll hear people say कि हमारा कुत्ता तो वैक्सीनेटेड था, उसको रेबीज कैसे हो गया?
क्योंकि वो
Right?
वैक्सीन
क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम इज द वैक्सीन. तो वो अगर इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू मेंटेन कोल्ड चेन, इशू हो सकता है. बट ओवरऑल it's very important that therefore what something like an animal welfare committee does is that it allows for feeding to happen properly. Otherwise you're not going to be able to vaccinate dogs. Only feeders can help you catch the dogs to vaccinate them. Secondly, we have a very strong guideline around the ABC animal birth control program. We must get all our dogs sterilized.
Yeah.
We have to stabilize the dog population. Without that, there is going to be an issue. Bhai, every time they have pups,
फिर उनको उनके लिए घर
not
ढूंढो,
only
उनको
that,
Some
वैक्सीनेट
medical
करो.
issues, then deaths
there
and
are
accidents.
number of deaths of puppies all the time.
Becomes
they're
very
dying.
heartbreaking.
It's very difficult. So it's very important that we have a strong ABC program in our country. Very critical. And we have a strong anti-rabies program.
Right, yes.
Now, one of the things, once a human being gets rabies, there is no cure.
Yes.
Right? You're going to die a horrible death. So I have actually gone to the courts asking for humans to be able to make that decision for euthanasia for themselves. Because I think if I get rabies, I should have the option to make that decision because I'm going to die anyway. And I'm going to die in a way where there is going to be no treatment.
Yes.
No one is going to come near me. I cannot tell you how bad it is. So I think, I know euthanasia is a very difficult thing.
Very,
And
so
especially
many
for humans,
debates
there
on
are
it
so
and-
many debates
yeah.
on it. But मुझे लगता है कि something like this, I would really like to see it happen because while you are in your senses, you can make that decision for yourself. Or at least if that doesn't happen, then I really think it's critical that the government ensures that people who get rabies are kept sedated till they die. Because you will die in 10 to 12 days, not being able to drink water or eat food. So at least there should be something to safeguard those people.
Yes, but at the same time, if euthanasia in humans is allowed, then there are chances of misuse.
Of
is
course,
what
misuse
there
is
and
chance.
also फिर सिर्फ rabies नहीं बहुत सारी ऐसी बीमारियां हैं
but right now-
it opens a different can of worms altogether.
Absolutely.
I think
And
then
उसके
people
लिए
might get killed and
No,
there
no,
will
so
be
I
some-
think-
So there
Before
are,
we go
you
into-
don't see something like this is not done without proper guidelines, without proper systems being set in place. Of course, and that has been an issue in our country. कि अगर if we allow something like this, because it's not uncommon, women when they don't sign off papers on property get thrown into mental asylums, right? It happens. So of course it's very problematic. But I think today in the world, there is so much work being done on euthanasia, on right, the decision. And I truly believe as a person who's worked on rights issues all my life, all my working life, is that if I have the right to life, I should also have the right to die.
Yes.
I should be able to make that decision for myself. As a single woman,
So what do you say about the same decision that we make for our animals? For humans, we are not allowed to make the decision,
Yes.
but we can take this call where our animals are concerned. So that's when we go to the vet, we go to the doctor, we want the consoling factor from the doctor to say ki there is no other way. We are looking for that, grasping for it. It's very difficult to deal with it.
It is
What
very
would you say
difficult,
about
yeah. It's
that?
a very difficult call, but at the same time, I would say that yes, this thing is being misused in veterinary, is what we know of as
euthanasia?
well. Yes.
Even animals ke liye it's been
Yes,
misused?
animals ke liye it is misused because what we have
How would you
known,
say they do that?
like a lot of time people they come to us directly saying कि it's a healthy dog, but then they say कि अरे हम ध्यान नहीं रख पा रहे हैं, or we are traveling abroad, there's nobody to take care, we want to euthanize, and we are like, no boss, it is not happening, rather you put him in some shelter, put a post on Facebook, we will help you with adoptions or anything from our end, whatever we can do. So even if there is a dog coming in, even if they tell us that he's critically sick or anything, we do our entire diagnostic workup, and unless and until we are not satisfied कि okay, no,
और कोई option
this
नहीं
is
है.
the end, it's an old dog or it has a terminal disease, the dog is going to suffer and die, only then we do it. Otherwise it's always a deny from, at least from our hospital, we never do it.
और कौन ध्यान देगा आपके यहाँ से निकल के वो कहाँ जा रहे हैं और क्या कर रहे हैं?
Not I cannot take that responsibility, but we always give them treatment options. So see, at our hospital we do a lot of physio and rehabilitation.
Right.
I would say that before 2018, before we started physio in our hospital, any fracture, spinal fracture cases or paralysis, euthanasia was always the option. But when we started with rehabilitation and the kind of results that we are seeing, we have stopped giving euthanasia option even for spinal fracture cases.
So can you tell me a little more about how physio is helping with the rehab?
So when we say rehabilitation or physiotherapy, it's a very broad subject. It includes a lot of different kinds of therapies included. Okay. So we are basically working upon muscle strengthening, and we are technically giving time for body to heal itself. And when the body is becoming better with the nervous system, okay, the muscles are still strengthened to walk. So you technically teach them, you do some manual therapies and all, you try to make them stand, you do hydrotherapies. So that way, even with fracture cases, with the complete fracture cases, where my opinion would otherwise would have differed before 2018, now we have seen them walking.
Oh, really?
And it is miraculous. The kind of result that we have seen with physio, even when we talk to our professors and all, even they are like stunned to
जब
hear.
आप हाइड्रोथेरेपी की बात करते हैं तो इज इट स्विमिंग, यू नो, डॉग्स एंड कैट्स, इज इट जस्ट स्विमिंग और भी कुछ है उसमें जो आप
When we
करते
say
हैं?
hydrotherapy, when I talk about therapy, it is in controlled environment. So hydrotherapy consists of two things. Either it is a swimming pool or it is an underwater treadmill. So in an underwater treadmill, you put the animal, you fill in the water, and they walk on the treadmill. Okay, so it is moved at a certain speed where the gait correction is done, how they keep the leg.
Right.
And because of the water, the body weight is lighter.
Yeah.
So they can actually move their legs better. So that way the muscle strengthening is done. We teach them how to put the feet again on the ground, because otherwise their feet is backward or their gait is not correct. So that
I
they
have
do
to tell
gait
you, doctor,
corrections.
in this where hydrotherapy is concerned, especially with this treadmill. So after my treatment, when I came back, I literally came back on a wheelchair, and I could barely walk and everything. And this has been my process. It was physiotherapy every day, and slowly went on to hydrotherapy. क्योंकि वो एक विशियस सर्कल होता है वेयर आपकी जॉइंट्स के लिए आपका मसल स्ट्रांग होना ज़रूरी है, लेकिन मसल स्ट्रांग करने के लिए पहले आप वर्कआउट कैसे करेंगे, जॉइंट सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा
Pain
है,
management.
तो उस समय वो जब अगर आप एक्वा थेरेपी कर लेते हैं तो इट जस्ट ब्रेक्स द साइकिल.
Yes.
And it strengthens the muscle while supporting the joints, and then you can move on to other exercises. So I completely recommend that. It's a wonderful, wonderful therapy, and I've seen myself going back to wearing heels again.
But I agree with what the two of you are saying. Up to
But
a
these are for
point.
pets and animals who are...
You know, animals who come in. For example, we are not even beginning to talk about large animals. Once they come into recumbency, they suffer. And, we're not allowed to obviously put down cows, for example. But if you have seen a
How they
cow
suffer.
in recumbency, they are large animals. You have to shift them. They develop huge sores. And you can do nothing, and they suffer and die. Anyway, they're going to die. So I'm sorry. I mean, we have to look at euthanasia a bit more calmly. I know I get people give me galis saying, "तुम तो euthanasia के pro हो." भैया मैं pro हूँ because I'm seeing what's happening.
Right.
And ठीक है, आप अपने पेट्स को ये कर सकते हैं, because the pets will also go back and they will continue to need care.
Yes.
It's not that
lifelong care.
you cannot put that animal, if it comes to a shelter, you have to put it back on the street
Right.
or keep it in the shelter. Now,
वहाँ पे कौन ख्याल रखेगा?
नहीं, ख्याल तो रख भी लें, but how many?
Right.
Right? So I'm just saying, whenever we look at these issues, we must look at it practically.
Okay.
I know for myself, for my own body, if I become paralyzed, I don't want to live. I have done what I have had to do in this life. I can go happily.
I think the reason why there's such a debate around that is कि it's something that is so final and can be so misused.
Yes.
No, of course.
And that is why ये बहुत difficult topic है.
बिल्कुल.
So
But
it's
there
not
are so
that-
many rules, na? It's not like you can go in and say, अच्छा इनको euthanize कर दीजिए आज और
नहीं, but
मुझे चाहिए, नहीं
ऐसा
होता.
हुआ है.
नहीं होता है. I'm not
है,
saying
that is
हिंदुस्तान
why-
में हर चीज़ होता है. I'm not saying नहीं होता है. But look at it. Look, one is dealing with death and dying all the time. So I look at death and dying very practically, and animals teach you how to look at it really practically.
And you try to make it as less,
And you make it as
less suffering for them
Yes.
as possible.
So please do not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Remember that.
So हमारे पास भी जब कोई stray आता है with a fracture or something, we give them two options. Either you euthanize or you do treat. अगर आपको ट्रीटमेंट सच में करना है, दैट इज अ लाइफ लॉन्ग केयर. वी विल हेल्प यू एवरीथिंग पॉसिबल, बट आप बीच में मत लटकाओ कि देखेंगे, आप सिर्फ दवाई दे दो, देखेंगे आगे क्या होगा. नो, दैट इज रॉन्ग. दैट इज द डॉग सफरिंग. इन 3 days द बेड सोर्स विल स्टार्ट हैपनिंग, मैगट्स आ जाएगा, सड़ेगा, यूरिनरी स्कैल्डिंग्स होंगे. मतलब इट इज मिजरेबल. सो आइदर यू टेक अ कॉल यूथेनाइज, विच इज अ completely fair call if you cannot take care. And take care is not putting in shelter. It is a one-on-one care. If you are going to keep the animal at home and take care as your own child, then only do it. Otherwise, euthanize, because that is better option than dangling in between.
My God.
So yeah, it's a difficult.
It's a difficult decision.
This decision, but it has to be taken very wisely. You cannot be dangling between the life and death.
By the way, there are again AWBI guidelines around this.
Around euthanasia.
Around euthanasia. So there has to be a team of 3 doctors, including one government doctor, who makes that decision.
Oh,
So it's not like so simple, right?
right. Can you give us more on this guideline?
So it says you have to have
Doctors, at least one
3
should be a
doctors,
government.
and one should be a government doctor.
Okay.
And then there are rules on how to euthanize. You first sedate the dog and then you euthanize it, so it's not painful and all of that. But so therefore, it's not like if we follow the rules properly, I think you make the right choice and the right decision. And doctors see it. Doctors know. By the way, one of the biggest issues around veterinary doctors is the high levels of suicide among veterinary doctors in the world.
It's
My
the
God,
highest in
I
the
did
world.
not know this.
Yes, obviously. Look what they're going through. So this is something no one talks about. No one seems to know about it.
So why? Obviously, this is something I would want to talk about. High levels of suicide among veterinary
It's the
doctors.
highest in any profession. Veterinarians are at the top.
Yes.
Number of suicides in the world.
Because of the pain, because of what they're seeing all the time. Not easy.
And it's because people do not even appreciate. So that's what I was saying. Ki until and unless you are doing a good job, you are like a god. But one mistake and they will like screw you like anything. You will be cursed. I personally know a lot of my colleagues and all who have left their practice, who have stopped practicing. I know a lot of people who have.
Have you lost anyone like this?
No.
You know of anyone?
But I myself was in depression 2 years back. It took me a year's time to come out of it because of seeing a lot of deaths and people cursing. In my heart, I was in my 3rd standard when I decided to be a vet. And I have
You were in your 3rd standard when you decided
Yes.
to be a vet.
And I have come in this profession by love. And we do a lot of stray work and all. But the kind of cursing and all that we hear, we always feel like, so we run a 24/7 facility. Every week there would be one event where we would feel like नहीं यार बंद कर देते हैं, इतना सब stress क्यों पालना है? For what? My colleagues, they undergo stress. Just day before yesterday, due to a death, one of my junior doctors, she was just crying and crying and crying the whole day. So it is a very stressful job. People don't understand. They think that we do not have empathy. We are doing just for money. It is not the case. Dealing with deaths on everyday basis, it's not an easy thing.
What did you do to get out of this depression? What helped you?
It took a lot of time. All my doctors who work with me, they helped me. My wife, she helped with me. They keep telling me that, you're doing a good job. We should come out of it. I seeked little bit of help and all. Eventually, I am in a better state right now. But yes, it is a stressful situation. And one of my colleague, she's a year junior to me. She's a very good friend of mine. She has left her practice completely. She just practiced for 4 years. But then dealing with all such situation, you get bad reviews on Google and all. It's very
Social media is the worst
Social
thing that
media
has
is
happened
judging
to
you on everything.
Right.
We always, I have to stop looking at social media completely, because if you just go on it, you might see some or the other person talking about you badly. There will be very less people. Like we do 100 good things, there will be only one person talking about it. But then you do one bad thing and that person will talk about it all through the social media.
So therefore, I really believe all of us in this country, if we reach out and take care of that one child, one woman, one animal, no one will suffer.
One child, one woman, one
Anyone,
animal.
one human being, one man also. Why leave poor men out?
Yeah.
They also need help. But you know, all of us can do something. Let's not get paralyzed by what a huge problem things are in our country.
I want to know that in all the shelters, in these homes that you run, how many youngsters are coming to you wanting to do good?
Many.
In this, because you know, ये generation ऐसा है, सब कहते हैं social media में busy है, ऐसा है, बहुत चीजें. They're so busy, reels बना रहे हैं, लेकिन कितने youngsters
I think in this country, whatever good has happened so far is because of the people of this country. We have one end, we have all these ridiculous wealth that exists here.
Right.
But we also have the flip side of it is how much people do. Look at how they take care of dogs, of animals. You know, people on streets, sleeping on the street. I've seen dogs sleep, sticking to them.
So, उनके पास आधी रोटी होती है,
वो भी share करते हैं. So there is a lot of hope in our country. We have to stop looking only at the negative.
That's nice to know.
Yeah. Our young people are fantastic. I run multiple programs. Only young people working in them.
Yeah.
They are fabulous. And I just look at the difference between when I was their age and how they are. The same social media, which is such a pain in the neck for people like me. एक तो मुझे आधा समझ भी नहीं आता. But these same young people are using it. Now I'm looking at AI. I'm looking at things like ChatGPT.
Right.
It's just another world has opened up.
Yeah.
Right? So they are using the strength of that to do fabulous things. मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि ये social media एक tool है. And tool, how do you use the tool? वो आपके हाथ में है.
Use or misuse.
बिल्कुल. Yeah.
That is up
exactly.
to you.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
So you get a lot of youngsters who are doing so much good, huh?
बहुत करते हैं.
Even now the pet parents, the number of young people that are being pet parents are very high. They're
And
very,
they
very
really
high.
look after.
Yeah. They do not want a human child looking at today's world. But
So
they
young
want
couple, उनको वो कहते हैं कि मुझे बच्चा नहीं चाहिए. I will take care of a fur baby. My brother does that too. He and his wife, they are pet parents. They are like, there are enough children in the world. उन अभी और बच्चों की जरूरत नहीं है. ये fur babies need help and that's what they do. लेकिन when you come to urban areas, societies हुए या कई जगह आपको घर नहीं मिलते हैं. There's so many other issues that come up with it, you know. तो ये जो young parents हैं, how is that scenario changing? क्या challenges हैं उनके सामने? What do you think it is that they need to look into?
Definitely the size of the house does matter and the kind of care that you can give. It
कि आपके
does
पास
matter.
वक्त कितना है?
Yes, also the time. So now if I talk about cities like Mumbai, if I talk about South Bombay especially, okay, where the size of the apartments are not very big, it is not advisable to get Saint Bernards or retrievers or something of that sort who need a lot of exercise.
Right.
Okay, either you take out time every day, twice a day, 1 hour, 2 hours, you take them down, spend time so their energy is burst out and then you take them back. That is very important to be done. Or if you have a house like which is like a bungalow or something where you have a lot of garden space or you have access to beach and all.
Right.
In that cases, if you have a large breed dogs, then it's an fair thing.
Okay.
So choosing what kind of dog you want to have. Okay. Obviously, adopting an Indie is always the best choice.
Best choice.
Because they are kind of low maintenance. They are meant for the Indian climate.
Right.
Okay. Food is not a major problem. You can cook food for them. You don't have to really take care like special requirement like long hair or genetic problems and all. Indie breeds, they do not have much. So even this guy we adopted from a breeder.
Okay.
Because he had some genetic issues and we thought that we would be the best people to take care of him.
Right.
So we kind of adopted him because he has hip dysplasia and all that things. So yes, choosing is very important and it has to be done wisely.
Right.
Can I just say something here?
Yes, please.
I'm totally against breeding. Only because I think, first of all, we don't follow any breeding rules in our country. There is so much of inbreeding. So much animals are suffering. We don't, by the way, there are these pet shops rules and breeding rules that exist. No one follows.
So what are these rules?
So these rules, you're not allowed. You have to keep the dogs in a certain way. You have to breed them in a certain way, breed them at a certain time. all of that.
अगर आपको प्योर ब्रीड चाहिए,
हाँ.
because I don't want to be the person who's going to virtue signal about adopt only and stuff
No,
like
no,
that.
that's
We
fine.
want to send the message out. लेकिन अगर है किसी के मन में कि मुझे इस तरह का चाहिए, तो क्या है जो rules हैं
See, I would-
जो आप खुद
Most
जाके फिर
people
चेक
don't
करो?
follow them.
Yeah, I would tell you basic difference between developed countries में जो rules follow होते हैं और इंडिया में जो नहीं होते हैं. Your breeding stock and your commercial stock, these are two different things. ठीक है, so the breeders are only licensed to breed. If you have a dog with you and if you do not have a breeder's license, you should not breed the dog. तो home breeding और ये सब कुछ system ही नहीं है developed countries में.
Okay.
So the number of genetic disease that they have, like hip dysplasia and everything, जैसे large breed में hip dysplasia हो गया, small breeds में patellar issues and all that things, वो सब नहीं होते developed countries में. They are very less
Okay.
compared to in India. Since the COVID happened, the pet industry grew 300%. People started buying pets left, right, and center. Inbreeding हो गया. Now inbreeding will lead to a lot of genetic disease. So all these are major
And then when you
issues.
see that the animal has a disease, आप
You
छोड़
dump
देते
them.
हो, abandon कर देते हो.
बिल्कुल.
And the thing is कि अगर कोई genetic disease है, उनको तो बहुत ज़्यादा extra care लगता है. All that care will next come with time,
The cost.
money, everything. अब फिर वो भी नहीं दे पाओगे तो then you are not justifying anything. So rather than that, just go for adoption.
But
Or
also,
even if the breeding is happening, it has to be done with all the policies
Yeah.
being followed, but वो नहीं होता.
नहीं होता. But also, please look at this country. Look at, you have huskies and Saint Bernards, huskies which live in Alaska.
Yeah.
And you're keeping them in cities like Delhi and Bombay. And by the way, at least I can talk about Delhi.
Yeah.
I don't know about Bombay. But definitely it is a big status symbol. And they'll tie the dog outside at the gate.
Why?
So, अरे हमने कुत्ता लिया, खरीदा, रखा है.
उनके पास हस्की है तो मैं मैलिमूथ
हाँ.
लेके आऊंगा, उससे भी हाई फाइव ब्रीड.
हाँ.
You know,
तो ये
something of
बहुत
that
बड़ा
sort.
प्रॉब्लम है हमारे एटलीस्ट.
ये मतलब
देखा देखी
तुम्हारे
हो गया.
पास अगर या तुम्हारे पास अगर टोयोटा है तो मैं मर्सिडीज लाऊंगा.
बिल्कुल,
वो वाली
वही है,
बात हो
वही,
गई
वही.
एनिमल्स की.
वही बात है.
ओह माय
That
गॉड.
is also a problem. Yes.
एंड लेट मी टेल यू, अगर आपको प्योर ब्रीड चाहिए ना, आप मेरे शेल्टर में आइए. आई कैन नॉट टेल यू पूरा लाइन खड़ा होगा प्योर ब्रीड्स के.
नहीं, बट वो पपीज नहीं होंगे ना.
नहीं, पपीज नहीं होंगे. सो बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज so many of these pure breed dogs get abandoned.
राइट.
And one of the things, and this is something I'm really wanting veterinary doctors to do, is to convince people who have pets to neuter them.
Yeah.
Because when we look at neutering, we're only talking about street dogs.
No, definitely.
But
you have
all pets, if you're not breeding them, please neuter them because they live healthier lives.
लेकिन
Living for
makes
better
sense.
we don't have the breeding license, so we should
So
not
you
be
should
breeding
not
them.
be breeding
So
them
we
at
should
all.
be neutering them.
Exactly. So I'm saying, and they live much longer, healthier
Yes,
lives.
absolutely.
They are less prone to other medical conditions
Yes.
like ovarian tumors,
I agree.
pyometras.
Absolutely.
TVTs,
that's right,
yeah,
yes.
all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So even in our clinic, we always preach this thing that you know, you neuter before 4 years of age because that's a healthy time to neuter. After 4 years of age, again the anesthetic risk will increase.
Right.
There will be other medical issues propping up. So better to neuter before that. It's always good policy to do that.
Yeah.
And now with recent times, we have better procedures to neuter the dogs. Now there is something called as transvaginal surgeries
Okay.
that we can do in female dogs that nobody does in India. Rather, none of the vets are aware. I had gone to Russia last year to learn this procedure where you enter the abdomen through the vagina, you cut out the ovaries and remove them. So there is no incision,
No stitches.
zero incision,
No.
zero post-op care. So that
So
is
there's a
something.
lot of improvement.
There is a lot of technological advancements.
So ये
and
जो
everything.
एडवांस है ये आप स्ट्रेस के लिए भी यूज कर सकते हैं
So I would
या
say
ये
I've
बहुत
just.
या और इज इट वेरी एक्सपेंसिव.
It might turn out to be expensive, but again now
Also,
अभी
doctors have to be
ABC
trained.
का, अभी मैं TNR का बात करूँ, ABC पॉलिसीज, ABC का AWBI गाइडलाइंस के हिसाब से और इवन FSA एथिकली आफ्टर न्यूट्रिंग एटलीस्ट 5 days तक तो रखना चाहिए डॉग्स को शेल्टर में. बट लॉट ऑफ पीपल प्रीच इट लाइक अरे कुछ नहीं होता है, आज न्यूटर किया कल रिलीज.
That is absolute no-no.
That's a chaos. फिर इन्फेक्शन होगा, फिर कभी कभी ना वी हैव सीन, आई हैव पर्सनली सीन सम केसेस where people have done that and the dogs are lying on the road with their intestines out.
No.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
So and they justify it saying कि अरे इतने सारे dogs neuter करने हैं, हमारे पास रखने के लिए जगह नहीं है, आपने ठेका नहीं लेके रखा है. You do not work on numbers, you work on quality of work.
But they do work on numbers because they're paid according
But they
to
are paid
numbers.
accordingly, yes.
That's the problem.
So these places, they are paid according to the number of ovaries and testicles that you show. So they would want to neuter more and more. So they are paid more. But all these are wrong policies. Again, it has to be corrected on grassroots levels. At the level of who are working, like ward boys से लेके doctors से लेके जो भी ये सब project take up कर रहे हैं, उनके level पे corrections होने चाहिए. तब जाके ही animal मतलब welfare improve होगा.
You know, I think इस conversation के बाद one thing I know कि where, I mean, one knew that there is a lot of suffering in the world and all of that, लेकिन animal welfare और protection कहीं पे बहुत ही ज़्यादा lower level पे है.
जाहिर है.
My takeaway from this conversation will be one child, one human, one animal.
One animal, yes.
I think this takeaway, ये like we say कि बूंद बूंद से ही सागर बनता है. और कई बार हम जब सागर को देखते हैं कहते हैं कि माय गॉड इतना कैसे होगा, नहीं हो पाएगा. तो अगर आप छोटी चीज देखो और फोकस छोटी चीज पे करो तो वो आप कंप्लीट कर सकते हो.
बिल्कुल.
बड़ी चीजें जब देखते हो तो यू गेट ओवरवेल्म्ड एंड यू गिव अप. सो दिस आई थिंक इज समथिंग
Please
दैट
don't
इज
give up.
Yeah, it has to be start
and
somewhere.
you will not give up only if you're looking at that smaller point, because the moment you see big, you get like right now when I'm hearing you, I started feeling there's no hope. Let's just give up.
There is
Oh,
lot
there
of
is hope.
There's lot of hope.
There is hope
Lots,
if we do
lots. Yes.
one child,
Absolutely.
one human, one animal. That's what I want you to take away from this episode. One child, one human, one animal. As we wrap up today's episode on animal welfare and protection, it's clear that there is still a lot of work to be done to ensure the safety and well-being of animals in our communities, from addressing societal attitudes and overcoming phobias to combating the prevalence of animal abuse and strengthening our legal frameworks. Most important, legal frameworks. Every step we take makes a significant difference. Ms. Anjali Gopalan and Dr. Yash Savla, their insights and expertise have been incredibly valuable in shedding light on these critical issues. Remember again, one child, one human, one animal. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Check out our YouTube channel, Rosepod India, for more exciting content, and stay tuned for more exciting episodes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you.